is enough said.
What up, Heat Nation? Yo, boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Don't forget to show support, you guys. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Now that we got that out the way, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now, this is my second video for today and Saturday, you guys. You know I'm always trying to give you as much content as possible. I ain't got no wrestling shows this weekend, thank God. So I'm chilling with the fam, but I'm getting you guys more content, obviously. Now, in today's episode, you guys, I want to talk about a particular player who I think the Miami Heat must go after if he's available. Now, I did do a video earlier today about the potential of the Miami Heat getting Colin Sexton and Giannis Antetokounmpo. We know that when it comes for Giannis, it's a waiting game. If he becomes available, Miami's going all in. Colin Sexton, it all depends. But this player I want to talk about, this is who the Miami Heat should pick up if they're continuing their youth movement team. If they're going to continue to build around Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware, you just drafted Kasparis Yakajonas. You also picked up Vlad Golden. You have a very young team on this roster. It is comprised with some veterans, guys like Terry Rozier, Duncan Robinson, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, even consider a veteran after his sixth season, but we're still a very young team. So I think if the Miami Heat can potentially get Sacramento Kings Keegan Murray, I think that would be a steal, and I think that would perfectly fit this youth movement team. Now, the question is, why the hell would Sacramento let go of Keegan Murray? Well, a few reasons. Keegan Murray right now, you guys, is going to be on the final year of his contract before he can go through an extension. He does have a salary of, he has 2 more years left in his contract. He's making about $11 million for the 2026 season and then $14.6 million for 2027, which would be a qualifying offer. So this is technically his final year with Sacramento. So he's going to look for a big extension. Now, it was reported by Jason Anderson of the Sacramento Bee that a trade speculation involving Keegan Murray is because Sacramento has their team surrounded by Domantas Sabonis, Malik Monk, and DeMar DeRozan. They gave DeMar DeRozan a 3-year, $74 million contract last season. Malik Monk also got a big contract from Sacramento as well. I believe it was 4 years, over $80 million, $78 million, something like that. But a lot of these guys have become the offensive focal point with the Sacramento Kings, especially after the Sacramento Kings picked up DeMar DeRozan. Keegan Murray's stats went down. Now, he did have a great season for 2025, but it wasn't as good as his previous season in 2024. In 24, Keegan Murray averaged 15 points, 5.5 rebounds, 45% from the field, 36% from the three-point line. So it was very good numbers. But last season, he did drop, averaging only 12 points, still 44% from the field, 35% from the three-point line, 83% from the free throw line, 6.7% rebounds. But his numbers did take a tiny little bit of a dip. And that's because you're having more offensive firepower in the Sacramento Kings. Now, apparently, the Sacramento Kings may be looking to do a fire sale with their team. But when you look at a guy like Keegan Murray, you guys, he gives the Miami Heat exactly what they need. He is a pure scorer, but he's also a 3-and-D type of player. He's a two-way player that can fit the Miami Heat system right away. And it was also even said by the Sacramento Bee's Jason Anderson that he feel that Keegan Murray would be a great fit, and Keegan Murray's complementary two-way skills are a perfect fit with Miami. If you plug in Keegan Murray with this current roster for the Miami Heat, it works. He's 24. He's going to be 25 in August. He fits Miami Heat's age timeline. He gives you that hustle grind type of play. Great on both offense and defense. This is a guy that averaged 1 steal, 1 block per game. He really fits with this Miami Heat system. And if you put him with a much better coach like Eric Spoelstra, I know Spo didn't have his best year coaching last season, but last year was marred by the Jimmy Butler drama. So I would love to see what Coach Spo does with this particular youth movement team. Now, if you're trading for Keegan Murray, you're trading for him understanding that you're going to have to give this guy an extension. But with already having Bam locked up, and then if you give Tyler Hero the extension, you also have Ware, you have Jovic, you can pick up Keegan Murray. But you see, I just mentioned Jovic. What are you going to have to give up for Keegan Murray? Now, look, guys, the reason why Keegan Murray's name is coming up, the Sacramento Kings have players that play the wings position. They have Zach LaVine. They have DeMar DeRozan. They have Malik Monk, who will play the shooting guard position. They also have Devin Carter, who they traded for. They have a lot of guards on this team. They're going to need some firepower in the forward position. I apologize. My family's here, you guys. They're being loud. Nothing I can do about it. Anyways, if you look at this Miami Heat roster for a potential trade, you guys, you can give Sacramento a few things. Now, here's the good thing. Both Miami and Sacramento are under this the first apron line. So they're going to be able to make a trade work. And Keegan Murray, who makes about $11.1 million, you look at some contracts that the Miami Heat has. You have Kyle Anderson, who's making $9.2 million. I don't think they're going to want him. So you're going to have to combine some contracts and make it sweet for Sacramento. So what I think can work, if they're trading a wing player like Keegan Murray and they're going to keep DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, you're going to need to give them someone who they can fit on their roster. And I think Nikola Jovic would work perfectly with Sacramento. Being a point forward type of player, a guy that can distribute, move the ball around, score, rebound. You take Nikola Jovic, you take Haywood Highsmith. This gives them another player who can give them defensive versatility. The contracts match. You can also plug in a future first round pick swap, maybe even a future first round draft pick. I know that sounds crazy, but if you're trading for a Keegan Murray, putting him with Tyler, Bam, Kel'el Ware, and Davion Mitchell, that's an incredible starting lineup. That's a young starting lineup, and that's a lineup that you can look forward to moving forward. And then if you keep Jaime Jaquez, look, guys, I know Jaime had a bad year last season, but let's not forget what this dude did in his rookie season. So Jaime needs more opportunity. And if you make Jaime, and if you put Jaime Jaquez as your sixth man coming off the bench with that starting lineup, it definitely works. So I want to hear from you, Heat Nation. What do you guys think about the potential of bringing Keegan Murray here? It works, and it's not crazy because Sacramento, you guys, they may look at this roster and think we might need a little bit of change. So I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about Keegan Murray and the Miami Heat. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My apologies again for the noise in the background, you guys. It's Saturday. The family's here. Nothing I can do about it, but I just wanted to get y'all some content. Love y'all. Until next time, your boy Ernest out, and that is enough said.